The news about Tyla, the South African entertainer, musician, has been flying all around, and there has been criticism from Nigerians and people all over the world about the cancellation of her global concert in Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, people have been expecting her to speak up, and some are saying, oh, it's none of her business. The xenophobic attack has nothing to do with her concerts. Why should they ban her from entering Nigeria, or why should they cancel her concerts? If you ask me, I'll share my opinion, and I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to say. This reminds me of what I always talk about, and that is something I call DDID, which stands for Devilishly Demonic Individualistic Development. And what does that mean? It simply means as long as I am not affected, my family is not affected, why should I be bothered? And that is exactly what a lot of us human beings suffer from. And we suffer from it, in different degrees. Some people's one seems very obvious than others. But no matter what you do in life, always remember that if you keep silent in the face of evil and wrong, you never can tell when that evil will come knocking at your door. Talking about xenophobic attacks, South Africans are killing a lot of African citizens, including Nigerians, Kenyan, Ugandans, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and so on and so forth. For whatever reason, according to them, those people are taking their jobs. Let's look at it from two different perspectives. Number one, you're killing your fellow black African and calling them black immigrant because you think they are taking your job. That is cowardice and that is ignorance. Let's move away from black race and look at ourselves as human beings. You are attacking your fellow human being, killing your fellow human being because you think in your head that they are taking your job. Does that even make sense to you? Let's move away from all of this and talk about Tyla as a person. Tyla, there is something called solidarity. Nobody is asking you to pick up an axe or a gun to go fighting. No. There is something called power in our tongue. As long as you have a mouth, you should be able to speak up against evil. No matter what. You may be thinking that you are not affected. Somehow, you are involved. Somehow, you are affected. There is something called fan base. When you pick up your phone, make a video of 2 minutes or 1 minute and say something condemning the act, it is a barbaric act. It is a wicked act. It is diabolical. Say something to your people. Say something so that the world will hear you. There are people that love you. You'll be amazed how 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 people will be affected by what comes out of your mouth. You condemn the act. You let them know that it is not something good. And then you appeal to them to remind them that we are all humans. These people came all the way from their country to help the system. Some of them have shops, businesses employing South Africans. Also remind South Africans that they are also in other parts of the world and nobody is chasing them, nobody is treating them that way. That is not too difficult to say. Even if you don't know what to say in this day and age, ask ChatGPT to tell you what to say. You don't just keep quiet, because silence is a language on its own. Silence means you're giving credence to something bad or something good. So, my dear Tyla, in case anybody is listening to this, I believe that the best thing that Nigeria ever did, Lagos State, is to cancel that concert. Since you have refused to speak up, I am not against you. I don't even know who you are. But I think the common sense thing is to speak up, speak against something that is not good in the face of God and in the face of mankind. People will not just be slaughtering other human beings and you keep quiet and you want to go for a concert to make more money. Come on. If your brother or your sister or your mom was affected or was killed by those people, would you still stand up to go do a concert to make money? Come on. That is not nice. Even as a citizen, anywhere you are, if you see anything, you say it. You don't have to be rude about it. There is a way you communicate your opinion that people will listen. So that is my take, Tyla. Good, it was cancelled for your own good. God bless.